Passive income gurus are systematically lying about their methods and results, and I have the receipts to prove it. These platforms display fake profit numbers like $7,082 in profit or massive margins on low-cost items, but these figures are fabricated. The testimonials are actors, the revenue screenshots are fake, and the success stories are completely manufactured. I'm going to walk you through the documented proof of how this entire industry operates as one massive deception. But here's where the deception gets really ugly. The actual income numbers these gurus display are completely fabricated. I've found the specific methods they use, and the evidence is devastating. They're running 3 primary scams to fake their success, and once you see how they work, you'll never fall for this again. First, the screenshot factory. The FTC caught one major operation posting screenshots of purportedly successful Amazon storefronts, including one it claimed generated product sales of more than $540,000 in 1 month. But here's what they don't tell you. These screenshots are either completely fabricated using basic photo editing software, or they're showing gross revenue while hiding massive expenses. The $540,000 monthly revenue screenshot, that same company was burning through investor money so fast they needed emergency funding just to stay operational. The revenue versus profit shell game is their second major trick. They'll flash a screenshot showing $50,000 in monthly sales, but conveniently forget to mention the $47,000 in advertising costs, product expenses, and platform fees. So that impressive $50,000 becomes a pathetic $3,000 profit, if there's any profit at all. Most of these operations are actually losing money on every sale while using the inflated revenue numbers to recruit more victims into their courses. But the most insidious scam is when they present course sales as passive income proof. Ty Lopez, one of YouTube's original finance gurus, is being sued by the Securities and Exchange Commission for $112 million over allegations his recent e-com venture was at least partially a Ponzi scheme. Lopez told wannabe entrepreneurs that if they wanted to become millionaires, they should drop hundreds or thousands of dollars on his how-to courses. Think about that for a second. He was selling courses on how to make passive income, but his actual business model was selling those courses, not generating passive income himself. The Lopez case gets even worse. On September 25, 2025, the SEC filed a lawsuit against his company alleging that it was a $112 million Ponzi scheme. They stated that many of the companies ran by Lopez were highly unprofitable, causing him to use new investors' funds to pay older investors. They also alleged that Lopez and his partner embezzled tens of millions of dollars for personal uses. So, while he was showing off Lamborghinis and teaching people about wealth creation, his actual businesses were hemorrhaging money, and he was literally stealing from investors to fund his lifestyle. And here's the kicker. Lopez's chief operating officer was described as having over 10 years of experience managing multi-million-dollar companies. But the SEC claims this was misrepresented. Before joining his company, she had worked as a substitute preschool teacher, a promoter at a radio station, and as an assistant to Lopez. They're not just lying about their income. They're lying about their entire team's qualifications. This is the reality behind those polished Instagram posts and YouTube ads. The gurus showing you bank account screenshots are either editing the images, hiding massive losses, or making their money by selling you the dream of passive income rather than actually generating it themselves. The most successful thing about their passive income strategies is how successfully they separate you from your money. After seeing Lopez's $112 million Ponzi scheme and those fake Amazon screenshots, do you think most people can spot these red flags before they buy a course, or are the gurus just too good at the deception? Drop your answer in the comments below. But the fake income screenshots are just the beginning of how deep this rabbit hole goes. The testimonial factory gets even more sinister. They're literally manufacturing an entire ecosystem of fake success stories. Many testimonials use AI-generated faces, stock-style actors, or unverifiable identities. But here's the most damaging part. The same actors are appearing in multiple guru campaigns, selling completely different methods. I've tracked down evidence of professional testimonial actors who've appeared as successful Amazon FBA sellers, cryptocurrency traders, and real estate investors, all within the same month. Project Apollo testimonials follow a familiar script. Someone says they were skeptical, then they claim they tried the system, Then they claim they made hundreds or thousands of dollars very quickly, and finally they urge viewers not to miss out. This isn't just one bad apple. It's a systematic industry practice. The testimonial manipulation goes beyond fake faces. Agents of the scam may also be in the group chat, masquerading as fellow investors using fake accounts, or use bots to inflate the number of perceived investors in the group chat. They're creating entire fake communities of successful students to pressure you into buying. They show fake testimonial videos, screenshots, or AI-generated faces claiming huge profits. They even use bots to post comments or fake messages in signal groups and on social media. But here's the most devastating statistic they're hiding from you: the actual failure rates. New 2026 research tracking 500-plus income builders reveals the brutal math: 80–90% fail within months. Only 1–2% ever break $50,000 on month. And the median side hustler makes just $200 on month, not the $885 average the platforms show you. They're selling you courses promising 5-figure monthly income when 90% of people who try these methods fail completely, and the median person who doesn't fail makes just $200 per month. The gurus know these numbers. They have access to their student databases, completion rates, and success metrics. But instead of showing you that online courses have 12.6% median completion rates and self-paced courses have completion rates as low as 3%, they flood you with cherry-picked testimonials from the tiny fraction who succeeded. Here's the real business model behind every passive income guru. They don't make money from the passive income methods they teach. They make money from selling courses about making passive income. The biggest passive income gurus have already pivoted to selling AI courses because they know the dropshipping and Amazon FBA markets have collapsed. Facebook ad costs went through the roof and took the dropshipping gold rush with them. But instead of admitting their methods stopped working, they just moved to the next trend and started the cycle over again. The Lopez case I mentioned earlier perfectly illustrates this pattern. His actual e-commerce businesses were hemorrhaging money, but he was making millions selling courses about e-commerce success. The SEC found that his companies were highly unprofitable, yet he continued selling courses, teaching people how to build profitable online businesses. The course sales were funding his lifestyle, while his students were losing money following his methods. This is the passive income guru playbook. Create fake testimonials using AI-generated faces and paid actors. Hide the 90% failure rate. Show fake income screenshots. And make your real money selling courses to people desperate for financial freedom. The testimonials are fake, the success rates are fabricated, and the only person getting rich is the guru selling you the dream. The enforcement crackdown proves this goes way beyond individual bad actors. The FTC has systematically dismantled the entire passive income automation industry in 2025 and 2026. The FTC secured a permanent ban against FBA stores, LLC for allegedly deceiving consumers with false promises about earning passive income through AI-powered online storefronts, with the defendants taking in more than $15 million from consumers. Profit defrauded customers of at least $14 million by promising customers $150,000 in guaranteed sales through their AI supercomputer. Amazon suspended or terminated about 95% of Profit's stores after they violated Amazon's seller policies, with more than 1/5 earning no money at all and another third earning less than $12,500 in gross lifetime sales. These weren't isolated failures. This was the systematic collapse of an entire business model built on lies. The FTC's enforcement data reveals the true scale of this deception. One scheme alone defrauded consumers of at least $25 million by falsely claiming its cutting-edge, AI-powered tools would help consumers quickly earn thousands of dollars a month in passive income. Publishing.com paid $1.5 million to settle charges for misleading consumers about potential earnings from their $1,995 self-publishing course. The pattern is identical across every case. They promise AI automation, charge massive upfront fees, deliver worthless stores that violate platform policies, and leave customers with nothing but debt. Most consumers were unable to recoup their investments, and some are saddled with burdensome credit card debt and unsold products, with companies often refusing refunds and threatening legal action against victims who spoke out. This is the passive income guru industry in 2026, not a few bad apples, but a systematic fraud operation that the federal government has been forced to shut down piece by piece. The gurus aren't teaching passive income methods that work. They're running the last gasps of a dying scam industry before the FTC puts them all out of business permanently. Subscribe for more scam exposés and check out my video on legitimate wealth building strategies that actually work.